Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bridget Forrester has been front and center on The Bold and the Beautiful for a few weeks now, which is a nice treat for viewers considering she hasn't been around in years. If Ashley Jones' character is going to stay in the mix, it will only be a matter of time before she finds romance again. But which lucky man's eye will she catch? Here's what's coming up next on Bold and Beautiful. Spoilers down below. The Bold and the Beautiful usually surprises viewers with random Bridget Forrester appearances when there's a medical crisis on the soap and the Forrester Creations crew is at the hospital. Bridget has been involved in Liam Spencer's cancer storyline since last month and has been spending a lot of time with Dr. John Finnegan at the office. Rumors have hinted for a while now that sparks could fly between Finn and Bridget while they are working together. The fact that we know Finn's marriage is going to be hanging on by a thread only makes it seem more likely that he could hook up with Bridget. If Steffi Forrester dumps Finn, he won't have to look far for a shoulder to cry on. There aren't many single men in the B&B dating pool right now. If Bridget doesn't fall for Finn, could she fall for her patient Liam while she is investigating his miraculous recovery? Another popular theory on social media is that Bridget could catch Bill Spencer's eye. He's tragically single at the moment and is desperate for companionship. Liam Spencer is currently in a hospital bed in the Spencer mansion, so it wouldn't be crazy if Bridget starts spending time at Bill's house. Could Bridget's doctor visits turn social? Who would be a good match for Bridget Forrester? In the ever-turbulent world of The Bold and the Beautiful, Bridget Forrester has always played the role of the composed, brilliant doctor, often caught in the whirlwind of Forrester drama. For years, Bridget has quietly watched the chaos unfold from the sidelines, heartbreak, betrayals, scandals, all while maintaining a grace that few in Los Angeles possess. But that may be about to change. Rumor has it, the poised and level-headed Bridget Forrester might finally be getting her own sizzling storyline, complete with an unexpected, passionate romance. Bridget's world takes a surprising turn when Dr. Ben Red, a charming physician from her past, arrives at University Hospital as the new head of surgical research. Though he's an East Coast transplant, Ben once had a brief flirtatious connection with Bridget during a medical conference years ago. The timing was never right. Both were involved with other people, but there was an undeniable spark. Now fate has brought them back together in the same city, working under the same roof. Initially, Bridget tries to keep things professional. She's cautious, understandably so. Her romantic history, especially with men like Nick Morone and Owen Knight, hasn't exactly ended with fairy tale conclusions. But there's something different about Ben. He's not connected to the Forrester clan. He's not a model, designer, or media mogul. He's grounded, kind, and refreshingly uninterested in the fame and fortune that usually comes with Bridget's last name. Bridget's father, Eric Forrester, begins to notice the subtle change in his daughter's demeanor. She's smiling more, humming to herself, even pausing to chat with Pam in the kitchen, a rare sight. Eric, ever the supportive patriarch, encourages Bridget to explore the possibility of love again. He tells her that she's given so much to others, as a doctor, as a daughter, as a mother, and now it's her time to be cherished. Brooke, however, is less enthusiastic. When she learns about Ben, Brooke can't help but feel protective. She fears Bridget will be hurt again, and worse, that another love interest could come between Bridget and her duties to her family. But even Brooke begins to soften once she meets Ben and sees how respectfully he treats her daughter. Of course, no love story in The Bold and the Beautiful is complete without a few ghosts from the past. Just as Bridget begins to open her heart to Ben, her ex-husband, Nick Morone, resurfaces in Los Angeles. With his rugged charm and a string of business opportunities, Nick claims he's back to make peace and focus on co-parenting their son Logan. But it's clear that seeing Bridget with someone else is stirring feelings in Nick that he thought were long buried. Nick subtly inserts himself into Bridget's life, dropping by the hospital under the guise of donating to medical research. He accidentally runs into her at Il Giardino and even asks Eric to consider him for a Forrester Creations collaboration anything to remain in Bridget's orbit. Ben, sensing the undercurrent of tension, becomes protective. He confronts Nick, asking him to respect boundaries. What starts as a civil conversation soon escalates into a heated confrontation. Nick accuses Ben of manipulating Bridget into a rebound romance, while Ben insists that Bridget deserves happiness, free from the scars of her past. Caught in the middle, Bridget is torn. She still cares for Nick in a complicated way, but her heart is leaning toward the genuine connection she's building with Ben. Just when things seem to be settling, Bridget and Ben's relationship is thrust into the public eye, thanks to an anonymous tip to the tabloids. A photograph of the couple sharing a kiss in the hospital parking lot makes front-page gossip. Rumors swirl that Bridget is having an affair with a married doctor. But Ben is very much single, and the story is quickly debunked. However, the stress takes a toll. Bridget begins to wonder, is it worth it? She's never liked the spotlight, and being linked romantically to anyone often brings unwanted drama. This is when Ben proves he's not like the others. Instead of retreating or getting defensive, he publicly defends Bridget's character during a televised hospital fundraiser, praising her professionalism, heart, and integrity. His words strike a chord not just with Bridget, but with the entire Forresters, who begin to fully embrace him as part of her life. Ridge, ever the skeptical protector, finally sits down with Ben. What begins as a tense conversation ends in mutual respect. Ridge, who has been involved in his own love triangle with Brooke and Taylor, actually tells Bridget that he envies what she has, something real, something stable. Brooke, watching all of this unfold, finally swallows her reservations. She admits to Bridget that she's proud of her daughter for not letting the past dictate her future. With Nick backing off and the family's support behind her, Bridget allows herself to really fall in love for the first time in years. She and Ben take a romantic trip to Big Bear, where under a sky full of stars, he surprises her with a heartfelt proposal, not of marriage, but of something more meaningful to Bridget. "I don't want to rush you into anything," he says, holding her hands. "But I want to build a life with you. A real one. One step at a time." Bridget, overcome with emotion, says yes. Not to a ring, not to an aisle, but to finally letting herself be loved. Bridget Forrester has long deserved a story that showcases her heart, her strength, and her resilience. With Ben by her side, this new romance could be exactly what she needs to step into the spotlight on her own terms. And in true bold and the beautiful fashion, while the path may be complicated, the destination just might be a long overdue happily ever after. But of course, in a world where exes never stay gone, secrets are always simmering, and no love story is ever simple. Could there still be one more twist waiting for Bridget? Stay tuned. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.